Team Corally and I do have a history. Half of the saying is, once burned. For me, and my personal experience with them, for some reason, they just always seem to miss the mark. Hopefully, this RC isn't one gigantic pile of
shot. See what's going on inside this box here. Alright, so this is the Kagama. I'm just going to call it the Kagama, dude. Team Corally Kagama. Me and Team Corally do not have a very good relationship. It's called the Kagama 4, but it's the XL 4S brushless powered monster truck. RTR, 4-wheel drive, 3-diff, and 75 kilometers an hour or 45 miles per hour. I'm thinking out of the box, or is that max speed? This side of the box looks like they've got a purple version, or maybe that's blue, I'm not sure. Looks like it's purple. Talking about the recommended type of battery. This is important because this is where some of us end up with issues with weight. We try to pump in a pack that's too big, and when that happens, you overload the suspension, you overload the electronics, you just basically overload the whole truck. So what they're talking about is for 3S, a 5,000 milliamp with an XT90. These guys obviously have XT90 plugs. One of the things that I'm probably going to have to do is use an adapter. It's the better way to do it. Even though XT90 and EC5 will connect, don't do it. It's just not the right thing to do. So 4S, same thing. They're talking about a 5,000 milliamp. They're really not saying anything about weight, but I'm assuming these are about the same weight packs. I'll have to check that out. The assumption is a 4S pack with a 5,000 is probably going to be heavier. You do have to supply your own batteries. This thing for the remote. So it looks like it's got a 50 to 100% switchable power rate, servo reverse, steering dual rate, and then full range plus 200 something. Splash proof electronics. That's a little weird. So that's basically saying that this is not waterproof. So it should be able to go, well, actually, we are talking waterproof though. So is it the servo? That might be either the servo or the motor. You're not supposed to get brushless motors wet. Torox 135, sensorless, waterproof. It says 120 continuous current. It's a Torox 135. So is that like a burst? It'll give you a burst of 135? Or is that just the way that they do this? Because normally an ESC of this size is a 120 amp. So it's kind of weird how they say Torox 135. Almost gives the impression, at least my impression is, it's 135 amp ESC when it's really not. 2 to 4S LiPo compatible. It's got a high voltage BEC and it's programmable. Reason why it's programmable is because it's hobby wing based. Huron 725, 4-pole, 2150 kV, 3 to 4S capable motor. You can run 6S on that, but I'm not telling you to do it. A motor is just a motor, dude. So you've got the red, green, and purple. I was thinking blue. Thought this thing came in blue. QR code here. I guess watch some videos. Nothing. There's really no information on this side of the box. This side of the box right here. So we've got 4mm aluminum and HD composite suspension pin holders. It's a mixture of 4mm aluminum and composite. So heavy duty composite suspension pin holders. So something in here is a cover. Yeah. Huh. One is a cover that covers the aluminum, and then half of it's composite. I think that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, I have to look at that. 16mm big bore composite shock absorbers, SP2 EXH steel strong and durable drivetrain components. So it's just talking about the CVDs. I guess we've got in the front, dog bones in the rear. That I think right there is for the input shafts. Yeah, so that would be, I think, the input shafts to the differentials right there. Oversized HICC8 composite suspension parts. So these suspension arms are supposed to just be, I guess, a beefier composite. High performance differentials with precision steel gears. It's kind of weird how they talk about precision steel gears. What does that mean? Does that mean they're CNC? Or are these the typical powdered junk? Differentials with 6X heavy-duty planetary gears. I mean 6X. What the hell are you talking about? That there's 6 gears in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Dude, that's exactly what they're saying. X large rubber sealed ball bearings. So these are supposed to be ABEC 3 bearings. So it's a rubber sealed. These are supposed to be pretty okay bearings. Something that I like that Team Corally does, it's very similar to a company called Hobao. They use these little washers, and the washers just basically spread out. It's almost like a combination of strength and kind of grip. Kind of like just spreads it out and it gives it a little splash of color. That is the reason why I chose the red, was because I noticed that the other components on the RC were red. Red wheel nuts, red shock caps, red servo arm, red little bit piece right there. I had seen some red stuff. Well, obviously the red for the ESC, that's realistically the reason why I chose red, was just to kind of keep that theme. So that's pretty much it for the outside of the box. Let's crack this seal right here. There. Oh, God. Almost taped up. Wow. Cardboard's just snapping. Jesus Christ. Alright, here we go. Right away I can feel the difference in the plastics. The plastic's got a funky kind of feel to it. See, this truck is not... Yeah, it's smaller than I kind of thought it was going to be. I was actually thinking it was going to be bigger. So we got the manual antenna tube in there. And way down in there, we've got another thing here. This thing is zip tied in there. Wow, remote's a little weird, man. Guess when the batteries are in there, it might give it a different feel, but you get so used to having a base. Does sit down, kinda. This is not going to be for a small individual. So, yeah, if you're giving this to a kid or a younger person that doesn't have hands that, you know, fit things, this is going to be a rough deal. Definitely different. See how the finger goes? It's an odd reach for this trigger. It's a one-handed drive type of deal. On-off switch on the top here. Power function right here. So you've got down 50%, up 100%. This is the CT2S 2.4 digital radio controlled system from Team Corally. It's funny, this really kind of makes the thing look really toyish. Look at this thing like in my hands, right? My hand is, you know, it's just this remote, like you have it in your hand. It's different. It's definitely different. It does show you which way the orientation of the battery should go. Positive down into there, negative going this way. So if you don't know how it works, you can see the picture right there. It shows you. There's a little indication. It's got the nub. The nub is the positive. Nub is the positive there. Flat's the negative. Don't really like this. It just seems cheesy. Steering trim, steering dual rate. And it does have a function button That must be their third channel. Definitely has a... It's weird to say, man. Now, this isn't supposed to be a comparison video, but I have a couple... All right, so I've got a few remotes out here, kind of just to show you. And when I went and grabbed them, I noticed it right away. So I tried to get... I got like 2 remotes that pretty much have a very similar trigger style, just like the Team Corally, right? And then obviously you've got SPEKTRUM, you know, right here, right? So SPEKTRUM SLT3, it's how your hand goes into the remote. SPEKTRUM's got the design dead on. Red Cat is kind of like more similar. Red Cat's similar to that, but my finger's still in there. Your hand kind of goes in this like natural position when you grab it. So what I'm noticing is, see the position of the trigger? So it's as if this, see like this, it's hard to explain, dude. Even the GT5, they're allowing your hand to be higher, which allows your finger to kind of go better into the... See how my finger's still in there? See what I'm saying? But with the Team Corally, once I put it in my hand, look at this. Look at it. This is just picking up the remote. And granted, you'll just have to adjust, but... it doesn't feel normal. Like, it's just definitely a different way of holding a remote. SPEKTRUM definitely has it dead on for design. GT5, so it's like GT5 and Red Cat. Yeah, these are basically the same. These are basically the same exact feeling. So the GT5 and the Red Cat, Team Corally just kind of blew it, dude. If this is going for a smaller individual, this is going to be a pain in the neck right off, because I could potentially see me, just because this is kind of what I do, grab this thing and my finger's going to slip off. See what I'm saying? Maybe if I had Arsenio Hall fingers, I'd be good to go. So that's what it is. If you buy Team Corally or you buy this thing, you got to have Arsenio Hall finger extensions. Maybe I should 3D print some. Arsenio Hall. Arsenio Hall finger extensions. Right off, mega long antenna tube, which is it's actually awesome, because there are times when the antenna tube breaks off, and what's cool is I'm not sure how this thing is set up. Well, let's check it out. It's got a pretty good body. A little weird that way. Stickers suck. These headlight bucket stickers, dude. They're already like... Oh, look at this. What the hell is this? Stupid. Look at that. They weren't even pressed into the holes. It's even got a cut. It's got a cut so you could press them down and in. Yeah, the stickers are really dumb. Yeah, stickers are terrible on this thing. Light stickers, these are misplaced. No big deal. Windshield sticker looks good. If that's a windshield sticker, is that a sticker? Yeah, it is. Windshield sticker looks all right. You'll have to press these down. Voltax power, Hyper racing shocks, Curon 725, Toro, no, TCR, I thought I did Toro. TCR tires. Absolutely terrible sticker placement. These stickers are garbage, dude. Sand and debris is going to get, look at this. Sand and debris is going to get under all these stickers. Just peel the friggin' things off. Yeah, nah. Looks like the window stickers are good. Window stickers look good. It does have roof skids. Roof skids really aren't that big, but maybe they don't need to be. The tethers seem all right. Yeah, the tethers seem okay. Body clips, all right, I guess. So here's the meat that, well, it's pretty damn heavy, dude. This is a very heavy RC. Christ. That's wicked heavy. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. It means it's going to be strong. But Christ, dude. This thing is a freaking tank for weight. Massive. Whoa. Got a lot of play. A lot of play in this thing. Look at this. Slop Nation here. Jesus. Yeah, guy. I hate to say it. Friggin' Team Corally, dude. This is typical. I hope this is going to be a good FC. I'm not really trying to be down, but there's already stuff I'm seeing I'm not liking. Team Corally, okay, it looks like they give you some big, thick, let's flip this around. Big, thick, healthy straps. Let's put a flash on. Big, thick, healthy straps they give you in here. Tiny, tiny little cat pack on there. I guess it's all right. So they do have a capacitor pack that's in line with the wiring, as well as the cat pack that's on the ESC. It's that red cheesy color. You know how like red's got a cheesy look to it? This is a red cheesy look to it. Got the switch mounted right there. You can reach the switch into the body. Cutout actually looks good for the shocks in the back. So I was curious if that platform, does that platform actually? No, it doesn't. What's the point of that? So the platform they got here, guess it's like a crash platform, right? But it's odd because it doesn't come close, anywhere near close to contacting that section of the body. Maybe putting like a foam pad on here. I don't know. We'll see. This is my favorite connector. I hate these things. That's gonna have to come off right away. Does look like, yeah, I think from what I'm seeing, you can take this out and fit a longer pack in there. Got nice channeling for the wires underneath. That's okay. So right off, Team Corally's got it nailed for the wiring, dude. I like what I'm seeing with the wiring. That feels like it's bolted down. So yeah, that definitely feels like it's bolted. Oh, it definitely is. Oh, look at this. Look at this piece of garbage. What the hell are they trying to do here? That's what that is, dude. It's got a built-in GPS holder. Unbolt theirs and bolt mine down in there. That's what I should do, dude. I should just bolt mine in there. We'll give this a shot. I'll give this a shot. We'll see. I do like how the wiring's done. The wiring is, it's very clean inside. That is what I'll say. It does not come with an antenna tube. installed, you have to install it yourself. A non-adjustable steering link arm, which that's totally fine. That's mint. No big deal. Corally just does like the weird angle. See how they got the weird angles of things? It's very reminiscent of Hobao, when Hobao did some of these things where they did these funky angles for drive shafts and stuff to kind of get around stuff. I'm not a big fan of doing that. It obviously works, and it works for them, because if it didn't work for them, they wouldn't keep doing it. These shocks are massive. Definitely liking seeing that. So we got a composite body and a... Pretty sure that's also... Yeah, I think the ring... Can't tell if the ring is metal or not. I'm curious. Yeah. Can't tell. I think it's metal. Again, like I said, I'm not trying to be overly critical. It's just really kind of looking into this. So they give you big, beefy shocks, right? But then they give you the tiniest hardware that connects that stuff together. Like, that's a very, very small fastener. Like, I would like to have seen a bigger screw holding that on, but whatever. Looking at the block. So, looks like it's a composite. All right. So what I think I'm seeing is it's a metal front and a composite. Is that metal? So I'm trying to tell. Because it only showed two. Yeah, so on the box, right? See, they're showing, okay? So it says 4mm aluminum and HD composite suspension pin holders. So you can definitely see the two 4mm aluminum pieces. So what that is indicating to me is that that is the cover for that, and that's the composite piece. That's the cover for that, and that's the composite piece. So that means on this truck, they're giving you a mixture of metal and composite. It's kind of odd, but I've never seen that before. The hardware is really small. That's a shame. I'm surprised with this size performance. I'm telling you, they do have it nailed on looks, though, dude. Look at how compact and professionally done this really looks. Like, even when you look down in there and you see, like, the red pieces and you see all the hardware and the fasteners looking mint. Everything just looks nice and clean. Washers on everything. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's looking like they went the extra mile on certain things. But then, like, the oddity of the size of the hardware, that looks weird, dude. It does. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to pick on this, but come on. Doesn't that look like it's just too small? Look at the size of that, dude. Here's my finger. Dude, that thing is tiny. Yeah, it looks like it could have sway bars, but you're not going to want sway bars on the basher anyway. Does have droop screws. So droop screw adjustment. Here's your droop screw adjustment right there. You got non-adjustable steering links. So just like this right here, for the servo arm, they're beefy. They are massive, dude. They're huge. But again, the hardware. Dude, the hardware just doesn't seem to... What does that say on there? Can't read that. Some numbers for you. Yeah, it's just weird. It's like the hardware for it is just weird. And Team Corally always, for some reason, Team Corally just does this. It's like their own thing. They do the swooped little steering thing. I guess it's to gain better steering. I don't know. I'm probably the wrong person to be talking to you guys about this thing. Tires are fairly stiff. It's got a weird shape for the sidewall. See what I'm saying? So, wonder why they did it this way. Lots of slop. Yeah, dude, the hardware is really small. It reminds me of a Vortex. It's weird saying that, but this literally reminds me of a Vortex. Like a better Vortex. Yeah. So it's got beef and spice. I think it's a 3mm chassis, if I remember. Kind of looks good. It's got a nice look to it. Again, just the fasteners are just, in my opinion, they just look small. And that's where Red Cat and WAV Racing did the right thing. And granted, that's a totally different animal. But is it really? Because from memory, and we're not... Yeah, dude, this is just a... This is a beefier Vortex. That's what this is. Center diff feels wide open. Rear diff. Let's see what it's doing. So the rear diff is... Let's see if the front's the same. Oh, look at that. Look how wide open the front is. So that's good for steering. They've got those flared cups. So see how it's got the flared cups? Yeah, guy, I don't know if I'm the right one for this thing. Body posts are designed for, obviously for another vehicle, because you can move these in and it would be for something else. I'm not sure what it would be for, but this must share, these posts must share something with another vehicle. Yeah, isn't it funny when you see... It's kind of funny when you think about this. I don't know why I'm saying it's kind of funny, but I just wish these manufacturers would just do a little bit more on the research thing. And it's only like my wants and my desires of certain things that you see from other manufacturers, the way they do things. It's one of the reasons why I, for me, always say Team Corally just misses the mark, dude. Did they miss the mark? I don't know. Until we take this thing out, until I take this thing out, body goes on easy. Until I take this thing out and give it a run is when I may either feel better or not. So, see, like, it's just, dude, they did just... They did like the stupid Avalanche / Cybertruck wheel openings. It's kind of funky. I guess it's easy to cut out. Snip, snip, snip. Instead of doing like a nice curve. Snip, snip. You know what I'm saying? But I guess maybe it goes with their design. The stickers that they got in here are absolutely terrible. Sand and debris and whatever are just gonna... I mean, look at this. Nah. This is stupid. This shouldn't have even been a sticker. They should have taken the time and actually did headlight buckets, like not like physical buckets, but it should have been in the graphic. They just should have gone that extra step and stop it with these stupid stickers. For here, it's fine. This makes sense. This looks good. But these stickers, these things are junk. This thing's junk. It's the sticker itself is a real hard, thick sticker, which makes it worse for placement. These stickers right here, these are fine. And this is only just talking about stupid stickers. Yeah. Big chunky wheelie bar on the back. Holy crap, the thing's massive, dude. But again, with the hardware. Dude, this hardware looks like it belongs on a toy. Oh, that's metal right there. So that's actually cool. See what I'm saying? It's like they're blending good stuff with odd. See what I'm saying? So they're like blending good with weird. Like, the fasteners just need to be bigger, dude. Serious. I mean, look at how small. Look how small that head is. Yeah, the hardware just hardware just looks like toyish. So there are QR codes on here. We're going to see if this actually works. Alright, so you just kind of get in the habit of stuff here. So, let's see what we got here. Web page. Registration. So this would be... Okay, look at that. So this goes right for... Wait a minute, it already did it? Wait a minute. Thank you for registering your product with us? What? Oh, okay. Product code. You can find the product or reference code on each packaging in close proximity to the EAN13 barcode followed by the C. All right, well, I'm going to have to do this later. So just be kind of, I guess, prepared. Any other codes anywhere else? Any codes on the box? Yeah, nothing. Oh, wait a minute, there was. So, more videos. Ah, look at that, dude. Not found. Let's try that again. World of Corally. Not found. That's awesome. Why is it always that way? That's a riot. Every manufacturer does that. All right. Yeah. So we'll stop that. We'll say it this way. I'm really probably not the right guy. If you're looking for, I love Team Corally. If you're looking for that, dude, you ain't gonna find them here. I went down the Team Corally rabbit hole a few years back. And it really pissed me off. It made me realize what Team Corally at that point in time really was. A lot of things about that RC I didn't like. And then also my brother there, Earl Moorhead, same thing, dude. His first Team Corally he bought, he thought it looked amazing. Team Corally seemed at the time to always be chasing after Arma, but just not quite cutting it. And that's where I came to that conclusion for myself. Now remember, dude, this is my own personal stinking opinion of Team Corally. And what I'm hoping, my whole point is I'm hoping that this RC right here, this $400 RC, what I'm hoping is that this will be the one to change my mind. Dude, it totally looks like what the hell is that thing called? It totally looks like a Vortex on steroids. Tell me it doesn't, dude. Totally looks like a Vortex on steroids. That's a nice look. It's weird. It's really short. It's really short. The stance looks good. Tires are just very solid. The sidewall's odd. It's like it's got rim protection. So that could be a positive. Maybe that's a good thing. So it's got like almost like built-in rim protection. It's kind of almost what that looks like. Yeah, I want to get a look at the underneath again. They really did nail it with the looks inside. Very pretty looking. Wires tied up nice. I like the channeling. They kept things tidy. We do have to get the antenna tube on there. Oh, I was talking about the antenna tube. Way to go. Right there in the ground, right where it should be. So it's kind of cool about these is they give you a nice long one because you do end up losing these sometimes. There is no set screw on here. So, god damn it. So if you look, there's no set screw. That's something that I like that other manufacturers do. So that's weird, Team Corally missing the mark. But they've got their TC. It does look pretty. It actually does, dude. It does look very pretty. No fan on here. Don't know if it's going to need one. We'll find out. It's the Vario Prop. Vario Prop 7225 digital core motor. Yeah, I see some things that look good and other things that kind of just look weird, dude. It's just like, it's my saying, dude. My saying for Team Corally, at least right now, and still, until I drive this thing and find out for myself. Dude, like I said, this is for myself, my own personal opinion. For me, Team Corally just always seems to miss the mark. Hopefully with this RC, that's going to wash all of that away. Highly unlikely, but I do want to give Team Corally the benefit of the doubt because it does look good. It just kind of looks like good with a little blend of stupid. So, yeah, I was just checking to see if they had the little bumpers in there. Like other manufacturers do, just like Hobao. You'll have a nice looking shock, and granted, this is a composite body, but Hobao will have a little jounce bumper down in the bottom. Or they'll have something to protect, like Arma will have a boot to kind of like protect. Same thing here, like for all the debris that's going to come from this wheel, Arma and other manufacturers will have a way to protect the shock shaft from getting pelted from the front tires, and I'm not seeing that on this RC. Now, granted, maybe that's the $400 kind of level of this, but yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe there's an upgrade that you could do. Maybe you could put on 3D print, or I don't know, throw some of those shock socks on or whatever. Looking at the collars in the back, the collars in the back are about almost halfway down. Collars in the front are all the way up. I am optimistic. I'm really trying, dude. I'm trying. I think first place that this thing is going to go is to the speed jump spot. Why the speed jump spot? Because it brings consistency. I know how just about every RC that I own has been to the speed jump spot. So I know it's a certain amount of consistency. The only thing that I have noticed is that pothole, that mega ditch pothole is gone, but it's filled kind of dumb. So is that going to change the speed jump spot forever? We'll find out, dude. I think it's a good place to go. 45 miles an hour this thing should go. I don't even know what it's got for opinion. What's his name there? LW. The good stuff drunk guy. The old drunk. The old drunk guy that L to the W. What the hell is this? Wait a minute. Or is it like it's just a different language? Yeah, it is. Hey, at least they put in English first. Shows you the batteries. Yeah, so this will show you some stuff. But they actually give you a lot more manual kind of stuff here, dude. So that's a whole thing on the radio system. Wow. It's just a whole bunch of different languages, dude. But this is, so it's got its own radio manual. Oh, Jesus, dude. It's got its own manual for the stinking Torox 135. Wait a minute. So speed controller 135 amp, brushless 2 to 4S. But then on the box, it says right there, 120 amp continuous current. So it's 135 burst. That's interesting how they're doing that. I don't know how to measure that. I will say I do like the fact that they actually give you a friggin' manual. Look at that. Important information right there if you don't have a Hobby Wing program box. So that's how to adjust your settings. So everything that's in gray is stock settings. So brake force is 75. Motor thermal protection. How can it detect the motor's thermal? There's no sensor wire. ESC, I could understand that. So it's set at 105. Oh, actually 221. So it's set at 221 degrees is cutoff for thermal protection. And then cutoff voltage is auto, which doesn't even say anything. Auto, that's kind of weird. Lipo cells, auto. BEC voltage is set at 6 out of the box. Reverse force is 50%. And the punch, which is the start mode, is set at level 3. So it says it goes up to level 5 and drag brake is 0. So yeah, that's kind of neat, dude, that it actually does that. It gives you separate manuals. I actually like that. I wish other manufacturers would do that and stop doing the QR code crap that doesn't even work. Uh-oh. We got a QR code. All right. So let's see what we got here. We do have a QR code. So we'll go ahead and hit the QR code right there. So it says to go to teamcorally.com. And... oh my god, dude. How do all these manufacturers keep batting 1,000 with this crap? Are there any QR codes to scan on this thing? Oh, there's another one. Wait a minute. Let's try it. Let's try this QR code. TeamCorally.com. 404. Oh my god, dude. How about this thing? Maybe they're smart by not putting any QR codes on here. No QR code for that thing. They were smart. Any QR codes on this to scan that won't work? Nope. They were smart. All right. So anyways, RC Guy Garage, and this was just a preliminary. I got a thing that I thought was pretty funny. So this is just a preliminary first look at the Team Corally Kagama. Dude, it's just a Kagama. It ain't no Kagama. Kagama actually is something totally different. So I think Jeff Goldblum from what's the name of that movie? Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park. I think he said it best. Again, benefit of the doubt. I am going to give it to him. Let's see. It's got good looks just like Corally does. Corally does nail it to a certain extent with the first glance impression of how it looks. It looks like it's well put together, but god damn it, those fasteners look too small. They just look too small. It is just a 4SRC, but I've got another 4SRC. I've got 4 of them that use big hardware, and that was a very good choice from that company to do that. So that'd be WAV Racing and Red Cat Racing, dude. So anyways, RC Guy Garage. This is the first look of the Team Corally. I just can't say it. Anyways, RC Guy Garage, and this is just a first look of the Kagama 4. It's a 4S Basher style RC, and we'll see if this thing is worth that pretty penny that you got to spend to get something like this. So while I'm not out tonight, because it actually is nighttime, that's why I'm in the garage here, guy. While I'm not out right now, I will be out bashing the ever-loving SHI out of this thing to see if it actually... I'm not going to kill it. It's not a purposeful thing. I'm not in the mood for killing things, but my normal style type of driving is what's going to happen. Speed jump spot, backyard track, diamond dust, skate park. That's next to the skate park, that place. We'll see, dude. I'm just an everyday average driver like most of you out there. So, yeah. Let's see what this thing's got.
Are you sure about that?